He can't just come and say the Shahadah means this because he feels this, it means this. The Shahadah has been explained in the Quran in so many different verses. One of them, there's many verses that clarify the meaning of the Shahadah and where we get this from. So as we mentioned, the first part is La ilaha illallah. La ilaha. The meaning of ilah. The meaning of ilah is al-ma'bud. Something that's worshipped. That's the real meaning. That's the only meaning. That's the meaning. Something that's worshipped other than Allah. So when we say La ilaha, we're negating everything that's worshipped. We're not saying there is no God. There is no God doesn't negate everything that's worshipped. Because someone will come and tell you, I don't believe Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is a God. I don't believe that this is a God or another religion. And he'll make that condition for him to become a mushrik if he worships this thing, wherever it may be. So here, we said it negates everything that's worshipped. Illallah, except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is a must for you to be a muwahid. No angel, no prophet, no statue, no idol, no grave, nothing. So if he says there is no God and he stops there, then he's an atheist. Now the question arises, but what if he affirms there is a Lord and he worships him, prays to him, but doesn't negate everything worshipped other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He doesn't negate everything worshipped other than Allah. He's a mushrik. He is a mushrik because he hasn't negated the first part of the Shahada. He hasn't acted upon the first part of the Shahada. And that's why the one who understands the actual meaning of La ilaha illallah, he won't ask anyone except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He won't call upon anyone except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he won't make dua to other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For this reason, when it was said to the mushrikeen of the past, قُولُوا لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ تُفْلِحُوا. Say, there is no one worthy of worship other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you become successful. If it meant there is no God, then they would have accepted it. Because this is not the problem with the Quraysh. The Quraysh didn't have this problem. And what did they say to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he said this? He said, أَجَعَلَ الْآلِهَةَ إِلَهًا وَاحِدًا. Has he made the gods into one God? إِنَّ هَذَا لَشَيْءٌ عُجَابٌ. Verily, this is a strange thing he's doing. Talking about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The people then, they knew the meaning of La ilaha illallah, and the people today don't know nothing about the meaning of La ilaha illallah. The people then knew that this negates worshipping all the other gods they were worshipping. And it will mean that they will have to stop this and single out Allah in worship. You have to single out Allah in worship. And this was the strange bit to the Quraysh, and it is a strange thing to most people who claim Islam. They'll come and tell you, what's wrong with this? This is not shirk. Democracy isn't shirk. This is not shirk, that is not shirk. Because they haven't understood the Shahada. And it all goes back to understanding the Shahada. So when you speak to someone, don't waste your time speaking to them about issues that are secondary. Bring them back to the main thing, which is, what is the meaning of the Shahada? And you'll find that many people have a defect in understanding. They don't understand this actual meaning. That is, there is no one worthy of worship but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And their leaders in the time of the Quraysh, their leaders would say, continue worshipping the gods that you're worshipping and ignore Muhammad's call. This is all in the Quran. But the problem we find is the youth, they don't read the Quran. What they read is they sit behind someone who's a dodgy imam or a dodgy scholar, and what they do, just worship him. They worship him. No questions asked whatsoever. He's a alim, khalas. We accept him. And this is incorrect. This is incorrect. He's not the Prophet. You're allowed to question him. You question him with manners. You ask him, where did you get this from? Ask most of the people that come up with these false claims, where did you get this from? Wallahi, you'll find them You'll find them confused. You'll find them looking at you strange. You'll find them looking at you like, why is he challenging me for? No one challenged him. But it's time to challenge. It's time to ask these dodgy imams. Ask them, where did you get this from? Prove to me that this means this. You see, he has nothing. He has nothing to hold on to. He might tell you, I'll come after Maghrib. And the Quraysh, this is what they used to call. They used to say, indeed, Muhammad has come with something new. And this is what we hear. We hear people parroting it, repeating it every minute. He's come with a new religion. He's teaching something. He's teaching this. This is not the methodology of the Salaf. This is not this. This is not that. So what is this then? Oh, are we speaking French? What language are we speaking? We're speaking, what are we quoting? The Quran, or are we quoting the Bible? If we're quoting the Bible, tell us we're quoting the Bible. If we're quoting the Torah, then tell us we're quoting the Torah. But we're quoting the Quran to you. We're bringing you the Quran. Then you say, bring us the Sahaba. We bring you the Sahaba. We bring you the Ijma of the Sahaba. You say, bring us the Shaykh that understood it like this. So what do you want? Nothing. You don't want nothing. You know what you want? The heart. You need to go make istighfar and open his heart. Open it. Ask Allah to guide you from a weak heart. Weak, full of desires. Womanizing. Taking money. Charity. Taking people's charity money one by one. And then this stuff wouldn't bother you. If you're taking people's money and you're womanizing this stuff, your heart's going to be dead, finish. And another evidence that you have to leave everything worshipped other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is found in the Quran. A clear verse. A clear verse in the Quran. وَيَقُولُونَ أَإِنَّا لَتَارِكُ آلِهَتِنَا لِلشَّاعِرٍ مَجْنُونَ. They would say, are we going to leave our lords for a mad poet? Are we going to leave our lords for a mad poet? So they knew that they had to leave. And this is the proof. They had to leave anything that was worshipped other than Allah. That was their response. They knew Islam